Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to another encouraging video with Lulu. If you're new here, hi, my name is Lulu. Be prepared to be encouraged because you will not leave the same way that you got here. Welcome. If you're new here, my name is Lulu and I'm so happy that you're here. And if you are returning, hey, what's up? Well, something that I want to talk about today is how I take control of my mind and how kind of like taking control of your mind will change everything for you. And I think that this is so important because I feel like sometimes we look outside of ourselves to kind of control things, right? Like we think we need something new or we need to do this or that to control things when really it all starts right in here. The first step in taking control of your thoughts is realizing that your thoughts are just thoughts. You may not be able to control every little thought that pops into your head, but what you do control and what you can control is how you respond to those thoughts. Basically, what I'm saying is if you don't like a thought, change it. Anytime I start to notice my mind racing or I start to have these limiting beliefs and, a lot of self-doubt and negative talk or that inner critic in my mind, that frenemy kind of like, spats things out at me that just don't feel good, I stop myself in my tracks and I reframe my thinking. I think that direct opposite, and one thing that has really helped me recently is anytime like my mind starts to spiral off into something else, I'll like read a book. Like I have a whole bunch of books that I want to read and like actually finish, and so I'll read a book and I notice that like when I stop my mind and I go and I read something like valuable and just like I noticed that it changed my entire perspective. Like it shifts my entire perspective and my focus is now on something else rather than my like weird inner frenemy thoughts. You know what I mean? One thing that also can reframe your mind and just kind of like stop you in the middle of your tracks is by like releasing endorphins. So working out, doing Pilates, going for a run, just doing anything that moves your body, dancing, shaking your butt, like whatever it is, I promise you that like it'll totally shift your perspective, Another thing that really helps me is journaling and making a gratitude list. So basically what I'll do is I'll just like write out whatever it is I'm thinking. And like I notice throughout the day, I won't have all of these random filler thoughts come into my mind. Like my thoughts are like a lot more intentional when I just write out and just get it all out, whatever it is that I need to get out. And making a gratitude list is also really helpful because it just reminds me of all the things that I have to be grateful for, And so I just want to encourage you to do that, to try that. The next time, your mind is kind of like going all over the place, just remember that like you get to control your mind. Like you might not get to control every single thought that comes into your head, but you get to control how you react to it. And that is so important, okay? Especially when going after goals, when, trying to fulfill the life of your dreams, and just living up to your fullest potential, you have to get in control of your mind. Listen, we are what we repeatedly think, okay? What we think, we literally become. Our patterns literally become etched into the billions of neurons in our brain, and they make little pathways, right? It's so important that you understand that your thoughts literally create your brain chemistry, and if you don't like a thought, if you don't like something, change it. Change it. Do everything in your power to rewire the way that you think, because I promise you, like what we think we become, you are so much more than just becoming all your weird negative thoughts, right? Like there's so much more to life than that. And so I just want to remind you that you literally become what you think, okay? Get to know your brain, get to know your thoughts and why you're thinking the things that you do, and then rewire it, change it, okay? Because what you think up here will come out, okay? And it'll literally determine your actions. It's just so important to be kind to yourself and to like really get in charge of your thoughts, because I promise you, your thoughts control your life, and whether you realize that or not, like what you think you become, and it's just so powerful. So the next time that your mind is being ran by your inner critic, just remember that like you have the power to change your thoughts, and by changing your thoughts you'll change your actions, and so I just want to encourage you to learn how to retrain your mind, okay? It's so important, and I love you so much, and thank you so much for watching this encouraging video. I hope you loved it, and if you do, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, get subscribed because you don't want to miss another encouraging word.